and you get sick. And every bug in nature has evolved with a refractometer built into their eyes. They can see, oh, that's food for me. And that's what I've been trying to tell people for like forever, because I started using a refractometer right away, but I started using on lawns, roses, trees, you name anything that's alive, I would use a refractometer on it. And I learned a lot about that because people didn't believe me. I said, look at this instrument. When I used to go shopping with my mom, she would pick something and the grocery would get upset because they would eat it. They would cut it. Here, have this piece. And she would test it. And I used to do, for a long time, I used to do what is it? A pendulum. I used to do a pendulum to try to figure out if the food's any good or not. A refractometer will tell you. I go to the store. I remember not too long ago, I went to this food place and they say, it's organic food. They said, organic produce and conventional. I said, conventional means fertilizer, pesticide. Why are you selling that in this health food store, right? So I would go to the organic one and pick a tomato. And I says, can I have a little piece of it? Put it in the refractometer, it'd be like a 10. Do you guys know anything about a refractometer, what level the tomato should be at? Come on.
14.
No. Huh?
14.
14 is kind of low.
Oh, I was thinking that's pretty high. You must be growing some amazing stuff. 28 is the highest you can get on tomatoes. 28. What?
In the 20s is really good. And I learned these things from experience. Refractometer is sugar level. What does sugar have to do with minerals? Well, guess what? Mother Nature is really cool. So she says, let's do this sugar thing, photosynthesis, right? And we're going to make it that the sugar is what transfers the minerals to the plant. The minerals. So when you look at a refractometer, the higher the refractometer reading, theoretically, it's the higher the minerals. Unfortunately, the refractometer is not built so you can tell the different kinds of minerals. It's just all raw. Right, all raw. And so this guy came up with this rule, which then I found out later because I found out about the connection between minerals and sugar. He did too. I mean, a lot of people are. And he came up with a fuzzy rule. So if you ever look through a refractometer, you know how it's black and white and it's got the lines, right? If there's a sharp line there, you only have one type or a few types of minerals. The fuzzier it is, the more types of minerals you have.
And you definitely want fuzzy.
Yeah, it's called the fuzzy rule. Fuzzy rule.
That's a great piece of information.